Alright lads, welcome to Battletech. Man, finally. Been dying to play this game and record a series for you guys on this for ages. I've been so busy now since I've got back to South Africa, looking for work and whatnot. Happily things are happening on that front. Excuse me. I hope you're all enjoying the Battle Brothers series as it continues. I'm really enjoying that one as well. Anyway, this is Battletech. Now, I skipped the intro video. I imagine you've all seen it a couple times before. If you're interested and you haven't seen the intro video, I recommend you go check it out. Just, you know, search for it on YouTube, Battletech intro video, very cool. So this first episode is probably just going to be the tutorial and intro missions. You can't skip them. I'll try to breeze through them as quickly as I can. But for those of you who have no interest in seeing the initial, you know, videos like this, I'll skip this as well. This little intro cinematic, even though it's very good. And I'll try to fly through the first few missions as quick as I can. If you have no interest, just check out the next episode. For those of you who want to see this, well, enjoy. So, welcome to the Oregon Reach. The Oregon Reach is a small kingdom in the Rimwood periphery, region of space that lies at the outskirts of the more densely colonized inner sphere. It is home to the Oregon Coalition, a federation organized around a parliamentary monarchy and ruled by the Arano family. For 3 generations, under the rule of House Arano, Oregon Coalition has remained a relatively peaceful corner of the periphery. This year, your story begins. So, decades ago, your family came to the Reach from... I should mention, I'm not that familiar with all the lore in Battletech universe. I did play the Battletech Online. Oh, Battletech Online? Anyway, I played that for a while, which was quite cool. And I do remember some of these houses. I remember Steiner was always one I liked for whatever reason. MechWarriors who hailed from the Lyrian Commonwealth tend to be hardy, well-equipped and well-trained, though they've also earned a reputation for not being particularly strategic thinkers on the battlefield. Wealth is the greatest strength of the merchant princes of the Lyrian Commonwealth, ruled by House Steiner. Despite a number of humiliating defeats in the first 2 succession wars, the Lyrian Commonwealth has bounced back thanks to the combined strength of its economy, biggest of the 5 great successor states, and its control of the inner sphere's largest functioning BattleMech factories. What the Lyrian Commonwealth may lack in military powers, it makes up for with raw numbers and industrial scale. So we're going to go for Steiner. So, you are of noble birth. Though immigrants to the Oregon Reach, your family soon established a comfortable presence in a small backwater system on the edge of Oregon space. By the time you were born, your family had become the de facto ruling nobility of the system's only inhabited planet. You were the oldest child, heir to the family's titles and ancestral BattleMech, an old blackjack BJ-1. This is where you met Raju Mastiff Montgomery, a veteran of the Succession Wars, whom your parents hired on for a season to train you as a MechWarrior. Raju was a strict but capable teacher, and you quickly became a skilled pilot under his tutelage. It was an uneventful life, until the day after your 16th birthday, when you've got to choose one of these backgrounds, and notice each one gives a different background. I want piloting. Piloting and tactics. Yes, I'm going to take this one. You struck out on your own. As the heir to a noble family, you grew up wanting for nothing. As it turns out, you couldn't stand a life of pampered nobility. Finally, one night you stole away with the family's ancestral blackjack and set off to find a new life you call your own. Like I said, I've got 60 hours on record with this game, so I think I have like a fair idea of how I want to level my pilots and what I want to do with them. And for my own character, I want to have maxed piloting skill, and then will be my primary skill, and then tactics second, or perhaps guts secondary 1. Anyway, gunnery, guts, gunnery, tactics, piloting. I kind of want to get bump up my piloting as quick as I can, because I want to get that first level bonus. Until years later, you crossed paths with Raju Mastiff Montgomery once again, while escorting a supply caravan to a small outpost on the outskirts of the Oregon Reach. It was set upon by pirates and left for dead. Raju happened to be visiting the capital city and picked up your distress call. Upon rescuing you, he offered you a job in the House Arano Royal Guard. So it is that you find yourself reunited with your old mentor, preparing your ancestral blackjack for guard duty on the coronation of the Day of the Lady Kamea Arano. Right. Call sign. Stobbie. First name. Then name. Right. Pronoun. He. They. He. Bald dude. Customize. Facial hair. Basic beardage. At 5 o'clock shadowy. Ugh. What's rank? Oh, you officially have 5. Clothing. Oh, that's cool. You can change your clothing up. I like that tactical stuff. Lighting. Ooh. Fancy. Don't I look handsome? My scars. Okay. Hair roots. My beard's all black. Yeah, there you go. Skin nice and pale. Hairstyle, scar. I don't have any scars. Pretty boy. Assuming scar 1 is no scars. There you go. Face tattoos, no makeup. I don't wear makeup. Okay, fine. Let's do this. Character background. Decades ago, family came to the Oregon Reach from the Lyrian Commonwealth. Stole away, so loads of piloting. Well, I need, one more point in piloting and I'll get that first level bonus. My gunnery is horrible though. But I don't mind that too much because I'm going to chuck myself in the Shadowhawk, which has excellent melee damage. And generally speaking, of my 4 mechs, I like to have my lance comprise of a frontline, standstill, and shoot type of mech with bulwark. Position 2 is another heavy mech with maximum armor and the one that does the most melee damage, and then I like to have myself in that one and run forward and just punch the shit out of mechs. That's a lot of fun. Okay, I assume you've all seen this. Let's skip past this. Here's the bad dude, Lord Santiago Espinosa. Now, in a lot of the missions, I'm going to try have 2 of the heaviest mechs I can, a long-range sniper / missile boat, and I'm going to try run a light mech for as long as I can. I do find that in some of the later missions it gets a bit, tactically a bit stodgy because it often feels like the lighter mechs just can't hang. But I am hoping that if I can get my hands on something like a fire starter or maybe a Jenner Type D, and chuck a bunch of medium lasers on it, or a bunch of flamers, and then if I can get someone like myself with high piloting skill, I can run into position and then use... I forget what the skill's called. I think it's called Vigilance, which improves your initiative. So then that way you can run in, get an attack off at the start of the next turn, and then use your skill to run away after having attacked.
Command interface initiated.
Camera movement, WASD. Yep, got it. Mouse button to rotate the camera. Yarp. Our little blackjack. At the Espinosa refit yards, rush the repairs on your blackjack. Looks like it's all in one piece, but we should run some diagnostics just to be sure. Standard field tests, you know the drill. More importantly though, I want to tell you more about the job I brought you out here to do. Now do me a favor and get that BattleMech moving. Let's see if there's any kinks in the actuators.
I'll come right out and say it, kid. Yep. I wasn't completely honest with you the other day. There's gonna be more to this job than escort duty.
Yeah, I brought you here because there's something wrong in the capital. It's been too quiet since High Lord Tomati's funeral, and I'm worried about Lady Kamea's safety during her coronation procession. Anyway, looks like your actuators check out. Let's conduct a weapons test. Target one of those burnt-out urban mechs and open fire.
Like I was saying, I can't prove anything, but my gut tells me something's off.
Looks like a fire starter.
Warrior trusts their instincts.
Mech. Shot, working order at least. I've been training Lady Arano since she was 14 years old. She can be naive at times and proud, but I have no doubt that she'll be a just and effective ruler. It's on us to see her safely to Cordia City. I'll rest easier once she's in the capital. Her cousin Victoria by her side. Lady Victoria? Well, she's only been training under me for a single season, but she's already shaped herself into one of the strongest mech warriors I've ever seen. Reminds me a lot of you, truth be told. Oh, stop it, Reg. Anyway, we should run a check on your targeting computer. You see that drone over there? One moving through the tree line. Put some hurt on it for me, and then when it turns, take it out with a rear angle shot. After it's down, we'll keep moving.
Kamea's like a daughter to me, and her late father, High Lord Tomati, was a good friend. Victoria pulls no punches,
Roger in.
but
That's
she's been
another
a
target
loyal
dummy.
companion to Kamea since they were kids. Aside from you, there's no one I'd rather have by my side in a fight.
Enemy unit destroyed.
First of many units to get crushed. Nice shot. Now, I don't know how familiar you are with the Oregon politics, but the Reach was badly shaken by High Lord Tomati's death. It needs a smooth transfer of power, and Kamea belongs on the cormorant throne. Go ahead and fire up your jump jets, kid. I want to see you descend the cliff face. Aim for that patch of ground there near the edge of the lake.
Engaging jump jets.
Blackjack's an interesting mech. I'm not crazy about it, if I'm honest. It's too light, it's too flimsy.
Jump jets build a lot of heat, and that
But
was
I do
more
like
than
its
your
loadouts.
engine could handle. Head on into that water. We need to get you cooled off.
I suppose in the early game, it's actually a fine mech. Its two autocannons are excellent, but really the majority of its damage, in my mind, comes from the 4 medium lasers it carries. I mean, that's 100 damage with the medium lasers and only 50 with the autocannons. What am I doing? Melee toggling ridicule. Right. Get wrecked.
Push that engine, kid. If something goes wrong today, I want to know that your mech can maneuver.
Just thinking back of what I know about the Battletech universe, and when I used to play BattleMech online, or Battletech online, which were my favorite mechs. My first favorite mech that I enjoyed was the Centurion. It's just such a classic mech. After that, I fell head over heels in love with the Hunchback 4P model.
Display, Sir Raju.
It's
this
it's a bit of a glass cannon because it doesn't carry
I'd expect them
that
to know
much
their way around a
in the way of armor. But in terms of damage in the mid-range, man, those 8 medium lasers are absolutely wonderful. I think of it as a can opener. You just run up to almost anything and just open up with all 8 of your medium lasers, and you just smash whatever you're shooting at. God, it's fun. Especially if you can get behind whatever you're shooting at. Most mechs, if they take a precision shot to the rear from a 4P, are not going to survive that. That's 200 points of damage. And that's only if those are basic medium lasers. I mean, in an earlier playthrough, I started collecting all of the upgraded medium lasers, and I had a 4P with 8 upgraded lasers, a bunch of them with plus damage and plus crit chance. Oh, it was glorious. Other than that, I forget what it's called, but man, what's the name of that mech that looks like a big dinner plate? It's got this big round profile, and it has 2 autocannon slots and 6 laser slots. I used to put 2 AC-18s on it, the shotguns, and then medium lasers, so you would shoot from range with the autocannons to strip the armor, and then when you're getting close, you shoot with the lasers. Love that, man. And talking about this is making me think I should reinstall Battletech Online again. No, that, oh God, I love that game. Anyway. This game is bloody great too. XCOM and Mechs. All can a man ask for? By the way, 100 Stobbie bucks. Whoever can name the name of that mech that I'm thinking of. One that looks like a big round dinner plate from the front. It's got 2 arms that hang off the side, very, very low to the ground. That two autocannon hard points, 1 on each arm, 4 laser hard points, 1 on each torso, 2 in the center, and then 2 small support weapon points as well. Good mech. Anyway, I imagine this game is going to patch in more mechs as the game goes along. I look at the tooltip there, long-range missiles. I generally don't like to use long-range missiles that much. I like to have 1 missile boat. But I have found that the stability damage that the missile boats do, I feel is a little bit too strong. So I don't like running with 2 or more.
I don't like it.
It's kind of unfair
Keep your head on a swivel
until I
and be
suppose you
ready
get to
for
one of the
anything.
much later missions. Because if you have 2 missile boats with at least a total of LRM 30 each, you know, that's like 60 missiles. You can knock over almost anything.
Whatever's happening here, I won't let it derail your coronation. Your people need you.
Yeah. Come on, let's get in there.
Raju.
Kick
I
some
will
ass.
prove myself worthy of the faith you've placed in me.
Of that, I have no doubt.
Kintaro is such a good mech. All those SRMs, bloody brilliant. It does run super hot, but that normally doesn't matter. I mean, typically you'll give whatever you're shooting at 1 or 2 volleys, which overheats you. But I mean, you can have like typically what SRM 18, yeah, 3 times SRM 6s, and there's very little that can survive that. Your assault mechs can, but they'll typically get knocked over anyway.
On my way.
I'm moving out.
We're gonna have to do something about these colors as well. Yada yada yada. We've been attacked. Yeah, I know. Yep, this all sounds dodgy. Traitors!
Fall back, Kamea. Get behind us.
You didn't train me to cower, Raju. You trained me to fight.
Safeties disengaged.
What's that? That's a little panther, I think, with a large laser.
How can I help?
Get them. What we got here? AC-10, medium lasers, LRMs, and shoot at different targets. 85s and 70s. It's actually, I don't have. I'm probably better off just trying to focus down this panther first. I have to get closer. No, we're at a nice range here. If I get any closer, my LRMs aren't going to hit. Ooh, AC-10 hurts. There's the Shadowhawk. I've got to be careful with that Shadowhawk. I want to make sure I shoot it, take it down before it gets into melee range. That Shadowhawk punches for 85. It hits really hard.
That was sloppy, lad.
But, I mean, he's in cover as well. Let's just take down this panther before it gets to
Tell
cover.
me what you need.
Loads of SRMs. Let's get all up in its face. Actually, how's its damage spread? 5. That's less armored on its left side. I don't want to expose my back to it, though.
I'm on the move. All weapons locked on and firing.
Bam! SRMs, get wrecked! Look at that!
BattleMech eliminated.
God. Kintaro's incredible. Has this range, I think, and movement. Can I maybe jump up into some high ground? Oh, jump jet's not working. Interesting. Okay. And cover. Hope he shoots and doesn't come in for the punch. Punch hurts like hell.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
The Shadowhawk is such a good mech. Wide variety of hard points.
I've got your back.
Nice variety of what you can put on it. Oh, that's nearly done. I was going to precision shot, but I shouldn't need to.
Here we go.
No! Ow!
God, that shot went internal.
Damn, I'm gonna have to be careful with Mastiff now. Blackjack has terrible melee damage, but just these lasers to the back here should take care of him.
Targeting rear armor.
Oh, if I can hit them. I suppose I do only have 2 gunnery.
You have my attention.
Suppose that's fine. I'm going to build myself to be, you know,
I'll make it happen.
someone who runs forward and punches mechs anyway, so my gunnery doesn't have to be that high.
Confirmed.
Oh, God, look at that. Oh, yeah.
Target eliminated.
I actually got to put Kamea on point now. Raju already has an exposed piece of his armor. Let's just see what it is. Oh, okay, it's just his right arm.
This is only the beginning.
It carries his AC-10.
Follow
I mean,
me.
just another hit and we'll lose the
Close and
AC-10,
remember
so...
your training. Things are likely to get ugly between here and there.
God, I've enjoyed this game so much.
Enemy detected.
We got there probably a few tanks, I think. Let's reserve, have them come closer to us. We've got nice evasion charges built up. Another reason why I like that piloting skill, an extra evasion charge. Even with some of the medium mechs, you can get like, what, 5
Reading
evasion
loud and
charges?
clear. Location
What do we got
confirmed.
there? A Striker, probably, or Scorpion. Galleon. Medium and too small, it's pretty harmless. think how much armor we got up front. Just the 2 medium lasers should do for it if
I'll
they're
make
both
it
at the same spot. Oh! Shot, Kamaya.
Another enemy casualty.
I'll actually stop moving myself up onto the ridge here. I'm going to want my AC2s to have sight of this valley. Nice shooting, nerd. Right, Mastiff.
Talk to me. Aye, aye.
Probably only the LRMs will reach from here, but let's have a look. The Centurion is one of the coolest looking mechs, if not the coolest looking mech.
Damn you for making
Bam.
me do that, son. Damn you. Never stood a chance.
One thing I've also considered doing is using the standard loadouts of the mechs for a while. In the past, I've very quickly stripped the mechs down and trying to get them in a very discrete and one-sided roll. Like my armor guy up front, I'll strip away all the weapons. I go for max armor, and then I'll just kind of play around with the remaining weight and tend to compromise on the firepower. But for a mech like a Shadowhawk that can punch for 85 in the early game, if you have very few weapons, it's not the end of the world. Really, those weapons are just there to allow you to output some damage while you're closing in. This up front here, 23. We're actually fine for heat. I can just keep giving him full salvos.
Roger.
Ooh, that AC-10 is great. But yeah, generally my design philosophy in terms of my mechs is my frontline lad will have multi-target and bulwark, and then just a range of as many cool weapons as possible. Weapons that'll do as well as they can in all different areas and positions. Their job is just to get into position, not move, and just lay down a lot of fire.
I'm on it.
Then my secondary mech tends to be another heavy one with just max armor. I like to give ballistic weapons, like someone with full armor, an AC-20, and then just some small lasers. Honestly, that's fine. I've gotten a lot of use out of mechs like that, especially because it lets you have maximum armor. You only need like 5, at the most 10 shots of the AC-20, because you're going to be getting in there and punching. Positions 3, I typically run a missile boat, which is more effective, but as soon as I can find a mech that is heavy enough, or more likely, as soon as I can get my hands on some double heat sinks, I like to have a mech with 2 PPCs. That creates an extreme amount of heat, but if you're in a polar biome, or if you've managed to get a bunch of double heat sinks, it really can work. And 2 PPCs hits frickin' hard.
Vehicle down.
And the fact that you lower their accuracy is something you should consider as well. One of my first playthroughs, I kind of stopped using PPCs immediately, and I was preferring to use a lot of ballistic weapons and lasers, which are good, but and missiles. But I was missing out on the fact that you can lower the accuracy of the enemies with the PPC. Oh, no. Nice frame rate, Stobbie.
Oh no.
I need a new PC.
We're too late.
Yada yada yada. Victoria, I know, don't worry. Again, lads, if you want to see all of this stuff story-wise, Christopher Odd's playthrough, he goes through all of it. And it's really, really good. So I'm just assuming most of you are either busy playing the game or have seen that before, so aren't going to be too phased about wanting to see all that stuff. We need to get close and hammer these things as quick as we can.
Fail to follow these instructions, and you will have me
Wait a second.
to deal with.
That's the right arm that's hurt, right? Okay, so let's angle ourselves, show our left arm to them. Try to protect that AC-10. Spider, Locust, Cicada. So the Cicada is going to be the main priority. A couple SRMs and a medium laser. 2 mediums and a small. That's mediums, actually. Heal up! Man, I love autocannons. They're awesome. Get kneecapped, nerd. Got one of those hit, which is a bit unlucky. That would have been like a 30 or 40% shot
damage.
with those 4 stacks of evasion. Should have been really hard to hit. Ah, this is the annoyance with the spider. Oh, he missed. Death from above. He's going to shoot at that arm though. If that hits,
I'm
dead.
losing armor.
I'm going to save that AC-10. I need to destroy that little spider immediately.
Standing by.
Your melee is 70, but I think if we give him a full broadside, it goes straight down. Especially from behind, you know, that spider can't take that.
Affirmative.
He is in cover though. No, there's no way he survives. I'll be amazed if he survives this. At minimum, he'll get knocked down. Yeah, look at that. Yeah. Yeah, get destroyed. I'm really lucky that death from above actually missed. The DFA does a fair amount of damage, let me tell you. I don't think I need to move. We're in cover already. Got height advantage.
All weapons committed.
Oh, these misses, Stobbie. If torso destroyed. Yeah, he can hardly move with his leg destroyed. Fine, like that. Total armor still looks good.
Incoming transmission.
Attention, citizens of Coromadir 6. This is Lord Santiago Espinosa. With the unanimous support of the founding houses, I have assumed control of the Oregon Coalition. For your own protection, I urge you to remain calm and stay indoors until otherwise instructed. All hostile units, stand down, and you have my oath that you will not be harmed. Resist, and you will be fired upon.
Is that so? We're gonna wreck you, mate.
My father placed his faith in that man. I gave him my trust. He was family.
Oh, right arm. I didn't see any red numbers there, so we should be fine.
You're gonna regret that.
Try that again. Stobbie, get him! Why are these 50%? How can I improve that? Long range. Okay, let's get a bit closer. The blackjack looks so funny with its stubby little arms.
All weapons committed.
Right leg, right torso, right arm, knockdown. Get wrecked. Might just stomp on him to finish him off.
Yes, I hear you.
I can't reach it. I think just a couple lasers should do for him.
Sounds good. I'm moving.
Look at how hot this Kintaro runs. It's such a cool mech. Cool in terms of style, not cool in terms of temperature, you understand. We're using cold shots, so the 2 lasers should do for it. Yada yada yada, let's go!
You get to that ship, Alexander. I mean it. I will not lose you and my throne on the same day.
Right, Mastiff.
Moving as fast as I can.
He's got that master tactician ability, which is interesting. I like the fact that it increases his initiative. Being able to shoot first, really important. Ow! 33 damage in cover, so that would have been an AC 5.
I'm listening.
Hit us with. My SRMs are going to struggle to shoot that far, I think. Yeah, only the LRMs can reach. Fair enough.
I'll do what you ask.
Get him, Stobbie. 30%, yeah, that'll do for him.
All weapons committed.
Nice job, kid. One fewer hostile on the board.
Enemy unit destroyed.
Unit destroyed. These little vehicles we're dealing with here are really not very dangerous, but good lord, I've encountered some frickin' terrifying units in the late game. Tanks, that is.
You've got my attention.
Some of the late game tanks are legit scary. I won't spoil, but we'll encounter them sooner or later.
Giving him everything I've got.
Boom!
You were brave, I'll give you that much.
Get in there, lads.
Got a new contact on my screen.
The turrets.
As you command, my lady.
As you command, my lady.
Orders?
What kind of a shot do you have? We've got to take these turrets out first. 97 hit points on them. I actually want to move forward and see if I can get a visual on the other one to allow me to shoot at it. Me being Stobbie and the Blackjack, of course. Oh, I didn't orient Mastiff properly. I'm probably going to lose the A10 here. Let's see, so 60 damage. 20, actually, I'm going to multi-shoot here. Back myself to destroy that turret. One of the volleys. LRMs can go for B target. Yeah, that's 50 to 110 damage. We need 97. Job, Raju. Here he comes. He's gonna punch us. Ooh! Bam! Goes the right arm.
The bastard breached my armor.
I don't have multi-target. We'll see how many hit points left on that turret. Hopefully my two autocannons should be able to do for it. It is, let's see, 54, 50, 61. Okay, I'll need one more hit. No, one of them missed. Okay, yeah, so Kamea is going to have to finish it off. But she's only got LRM 5, so she won't be able to.
Reading loud and clear. I'm on my way.
Damn, looks like this turret's going to get a shot off. Let's see. That's for a fairly low chance, but it's worth a try.
I'm on it.
It's shooting, Kamea. Ooh.
My armor's still solid.
What is your damage you can do here? 50, and your LRMs aren't going to hit, so you're probably better off punching here.
Ugh.
70 damage. Excellent. Oh, death from above! Oh, no, he just jumped. Oh, it's the rear arc.
Oh,
Ouchie.
you're in trouble now. They punched through my defenses.
Actually, got to be a bit careful. Raji's taking way more damage than he really should.
Standing by.
Still, a big SRM volley here should do a lot of damage on this Wolverine. Overheating, huh? Fair enough. I might actually overheat, that's fine. She'll take some internal damage, but that's not a problem. I just want to be absolutely sure that this thing goes down.
If you had any sense, you'd retreat.
Knock down, get wrecked. You know what I think would have been a nice little touch? If your mech is overheating, or the hotter your mech gets, the easier you should be able to be shot with missiles. You know, heat seekers. I think that would make sense. Be kind of cool.
Engaging target.
Stobbie.
Target destroyed.
I suppose the last thing this game needs is a buff to the missiles. Missiles are already so powerful.
You've got my attention.
Get
To hell with the weapons.
hit the leg. I'm gonna get up now. Oh no, Kamei gets to go.
You have my attention. Acknowledged. I'm moving.
Yo, how tough is this Wolverine? I can do 40 with him. No, I'll do more damage with my medium lasers.
Engaging target.
Get wrecked.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Yeah, boy! I have to admit, I cut it way too fine with Mastiff. He should not have got that that damaged. CT evac zone.
I'll do what you ask.
The gods, you made it. Yada yada yada. Hold this pass. Yep, that's fine.
Thank you, Sir Raju. Thank you both. I won't
come out to the
forget what
dropship.
you've done for me today. I promise you that.
Yep, we'll fight by our side. Engine overheat. I eject. Nice little effect. And then we've got a.
Successful.
Looks like there's a trebuchet there. What is that? Two trebuchets. Oh wow, there's a catapult there. Whoa, what's it? It's like 6 mechs. I don't want to watch this little video. It's sad. I just really want to get my hands into some of the harder missions. Stuck in. I enjoy them so much. Can't wait to get my hands on our first AC-20 and just start one-shotting nerds. Oh, Raju, so brave. Alright there, easy there, Brennan. You took a nasty crack on the head when you punched out. Don't worry, you're safe now. My name's Darius, and I'm the XO of Markham's Marauders. We're a mercenary outfit with ties to House Serrano. We did some work for High Lord Tomati way back when. I'd introduce you to Commander Markham, but he was in a supplier in the market district when the bombs fell. He, well, he didn't make it. If it wasn't for your company, I'd be dead too. That's probably true, but don't mention it. After seeing what happened to Markham, it didn't feel right leaving you in the hands of the new Directorate. When we picked up your broadcast in the emergency band, we knew that what we had to do. What about Mastiff? Sir Roger Montgomery, did you find him? We found his mech. It was completely caught out. Nobody survives a hit like that. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. We supported the Royal Guard on a handful of deployments, and Sir Roger earned my respect many times over. His death is a loss for all of us. You able to recover my blackjack? Yeah. Our mech tech hauled what's left of it into the mech bay. It isn't pretty, but if you give him enough time, you can fix just about anything. Try not to take the loss too hard. Yang said that your mech shows signs of deliberate sabotage. Whoever you had working on it really did a number on the reactor. Punching out was the right move. What happens now? Well, things aren't looking so hot around here, what with the coup and all. House Espinosa's directorate is the new de facto government of the Oregon Reach. I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but Lady Arano is dead. Her dropship was destroyed on takeoff. All over the news. Well, shit. Our sentiments exactly. We're getting the hell out of the Oregon territory. I've already booked transport and the first jump ship out. We're heading to a nice, quiet stretch of independent space all the way across the frontier, on the Canopian border. Not a cheap trip, but we'll worry about how we're going to pay for it later. As for you, well, you've got options. According to your blood chit, you've got family out in the Lyrian Commonwealth. If you want, I could look into booking you transport on a foreign freighter bound for Steiner space. I can't make any promises, but I'm willing to pay. The Commonwealth isn't my home, never has been. My family moved to the region before I was born. In that case, you could stay with us for the long haul. When we get where we're going, we can drop you at the nearest planet. Maybe you can make a place for yourself there. Of course, I'll need you to pitch in for your share of the fuel, plus food, lodgings, and repairs on your mech. It's fair after all. Alternatively, you could find a place for yourself in the Marauders if you wanted to. It wouldn't take you long to work off your debt. You ran with Mastiff, so I know you've got chops. Think it over. Sleep on it. You've had a hell of a day. We've got a long road ahead. 2 years later, Ukraine, Rimwood Frontier. This is a little training mission, technically. The first unsupervised mission you have. We'll try to rush through it, and then we'll end the episode there, and then episode 2 will be the actual campaign map properly, where we can go hunting down missions and start kicking some ass. Can't wait. I'm wondering whether we should try to do something silly like run 4 locusts or something like that on some of the other maps. If we can get away with it, it could be funny. It could also be really stupid and get everybody killed, but, you know, you guys let me know what you want to see from this campaign. We either just try hard it and do as best as we can and see how entertaining that is, or a sort of middle ground where we have, you know, some heavy mechs, but we always keep one light mech on every single mission. And then if we do a story mission that's super hard and the light mech gets killed and we don't have the firepower and we lose, then we can just redo the mission with heavy mechs. But I can well imagine that some of the much later missions are impossible without a full lance of 4 gigantic mechs. Yada yada yada. Let's go. Okay, he's in the spider. You're running around the side here, Dicker.
Roger.
Rest of us on the road, up the middle.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's Behemoth in our Shadowhawk. That'll be our main tank.
You are trespassing on Majesty metals and manufacturing property and acting in collusion with a domestic terrorist organization. Cease your advance immediately, or you will be fired upon.
Orders?
I get Decker close enough into range of seeing the... Where's it? The turret generator. Looks like 100 hit points. I could sneak the spider in here. Normally I'd sneak around here, get a visual on the turret generator, but this time I might try something a little bit different with my spider, although that's going to expose him to that turret's fire, so let's go here instead.
Aye aye. Time to earn our money.
Can I reserve? Don't think I can.
Uh-huh. Waiting for orders.
Behemoth, you're on point. Get a few LRMs off there, but just sprint. Get close as you can. Want the Shadowhawk punching stuff. Should be safe from those turrets. There should be laser or sniper turrets. I don't think there's going to be any LRMs raining down on us on this. If I jump into... I can actually. I can get a visual there. What have we got? Commando, but he has a lot of dodge. Lots of evasion charges, and he's entrenched. Yeah, it's barely worth shooting at the thing. Precision strike will take it up to what? 70s and 50s. But then even if I do hit, it's not going to do that much damage. So. Have a crack at him, why not?
Waiting on you, Commander.
It's our Vindicator with a PPC. Love for you to have a direct line of fire. That PP. I mean, 4 evasion charges from a jump like that. I wonder about that tactically, whether you should be getting evasion charges from jumping.
Special delivery!
Oh, PPC whiffed.
Warning. Enemy sensor lock detected.
I've been sent.
That little commando can actually really hurt. And I've forgotten that I've put my Vindicator out in range of the turrets. Sniper turret. Ooh. Don't want to take too many more of those. Get that turret generator down. This next turn, that generator has to go down. Okay, I think reserve, I think you can achieve that much. You can maybe get a visual on the generator, but... Yeah, there you go. I wanted that commander to move so that he's not entrenched and in cover. Ouchie. Spider. Can't tell me that was a headshot. Nope.
Orders.
Right, Behemoth, get in there. Medium laser, AC5, SRM. I just want to unload on that turret generator, and then we'll worry about these 2 light mechs after the fact. Now, I've kind of allowed these 2 to get behind Behemoth. Actually, Vigilance won't help because they'll just run behind. And guarded and entrenched doesn't give you anything from behind.
Firing on target. Brought it down, Commander.
Good job, Behemoth.
I hear ya.
Commander, I wonder if I jump, can I... A visual on the commando. Can. Got 3 evasion charges, but he's not in cover, so he'll take full damage. Hit him.
Time to die!
Oh, good hit. PCs are awesome. Let's see, let's get a bit closer. I only see the spider though, unfortunately. That'll do. Well, only 50%. What the hell? Give it a try.
All weapons committed.
Good shooting, me.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Wonder if Decker might be able to use precision shot to be able to kneecap the spider. Then that way I can hopefully stop him from getting behind the Shadowhawk, but most likely he'll just use death from above. Give it a try though.
Giving him everything I've got.
That there is
Yes,
the big
Commander.
issue, of course, with the spider. It's got so little damage. Oh, why is its initiative so low? 2 initiative.
Commander.
Oh, Behemoth. Get him.
Position confirmed. Targeting for physical attack.
Oh, yeah! Shadowhawk is awesome.
Mechs destroyed.
Enemy detected.
Enemy detected, not the end of the world.
What's up, boss?
Let's get you in there. Try and get us a visual.
Position confirmed. New bogey. Let's turn him into salvage.
That's the idea. What is he? Unknown mech. A couple of vehicles. I tell you, we are going to stomp these vehicles if we get the chance. Use this little hill here as a bit of cover. Most of my mechs are close range guys, so have him come around the corner and then we'll lay into him. I might actually leave Glitch up there. She needs to cool down and she'll have a commanding view of the valley. I've got jump jets too. I could do the same. It's actually not a bad bet. I'll just snipe with my AC-2s.
Engaging jump jets.
It's 4 charges of evasion, which is really rather good. 3 evasion charges and fortified. Nice and tough. Even though they're generally not as effective as the missile boats, I really like the direct fire snipers that use PPCs and AC and autocannons.
What can I do for you?
Like a hot sheet runs. Downside of that PPC. A random thought, but I always when I hear my MechWarriors complaining about the heat in their mech, I always remember the fire bat in StarCraft. Those little voice lines he had was so cool. Like, careful, it's hot.
Stabilizing. Engaging coolant system.
That a galleon or a striker probably.
Waiting for orders.
I already reserved, I think. Any second now, those vehicles are going to roll into view. Can I reserve? I want this Shadowhawk to come up here. Punch him.
Ready for orders. Moving to position.
Surprisingly cool paint job. Ammo. But we'll have a think about our colors and what we want to do. I don't want to be in...
I copy.
I think we might go for like a blue and a gold. Could look quite cool. Oh, he's so close. Scorpion, so AC5. Ouchie. Another Scorpion. Ooh!
Receiving you.
I could just go around the corner and start shooting at this dude, but then he's not going to be in weapons range of my 2 snipers. I think let's just throw some LRMs here.
Locking on target.
All weapons committed.
Good shooting me.
Enemy unit destroyed.
Is Glitch going to have a visual? I don't think she will.
What can I do for you?
2 LRMs.
Tell me what to shoot.
Waiting for my opening. Roger that. Digging in.
Oh, and he's so close. Here we go. Oof. Yeah, that's more damage than I should have taken. I forgot that I don't have Bulwark on my Blackjack. Anyway, it's punching time.
What's up, boss?
Behemoth, get him! There has actually been an occasion where I got super lucky with a melee attack. On an earlier playthrough, I melee attacked a Jägermech, an untouched Jägermech, and the melee shot hit the head. And I just one-shot the Jägermech, and I was able to fully salvage it. It was awesome. It was awesome.
Copy that.
The spider can actually be pretty damn dangerous. I think you can fit 2 small lasers to it as well. So if I had the lasers in a situation like this, and I could have actually, hang on, so that's right torso, left torso, and for right rear. Oh, right, hang on, I would have to 15, see if I can maybe blow through his armor.
Copy that.
I mean, if I was able to give the 2 small lasers, it would have been an extra 40 damage. Would have been damn good.
Good to go. Roger that. Firing on target.
Oh, right in the chest.
Want some more? Huh?
Stobbie, can I finish off that little vehicle? 2 ACs. What if I jump closer so I can use my lasers?
Engaging jump jets.
Gonna overheat. Get off the ACs.
Engaging target.
Fine shooting, Stobbie.
Enemy unit destroyed.
You know, my spider should be able to get another shot off at the start of the turn. Should have higher initiative.
Ready for orders.
So it's not as though using light mechs are totally not viable. It just feels like I struggle to use them in the beginning because you need a pilot with a lot of skills to be able to make use of it. Like if I had that piloting skill now, where I could then have moved away to cover now after having shot. Because if I don't take the Shadowhawk down now,
Yes, Commander.
I'm gonna put some hurt on my little spider.
Locked on for physical attack.
Yeah, good shot, Behemoth.
Target eliminated. Waiting on you, Commander.
Good off, guys.
Sound smart. Cooling.
Heading out. Locking on.
Almost done here. We'll get this tower down. Shooting Behemoth.
Great
MVP
job,
Behemoth so
Commander.
far.
Double back to our client's platform. The sooner we can collect our pay and break orbit, the better.
That again. Let's get the hell out of here. That reminds me,
Good to go.
if I'm able to rename my pilots after viewers, I absolutely will do so. But I don't think you can rename the pilots yet. Jump down.
Engaging jump jets.
No sweat.
This Vindicator as a mech has actually grown on me. I think it's a pretty damn good mech. Very nicely versatile. Ooh, I can jump down here.
Here we go.
On my way.
Move order received.
I hear ya.
Acknowledged.
Turn to your employers. There you go. Now they are betraying us, the bastards. It's just a few vehicles. So it's going to be stompy time soon. Can you not see the turret generator? There you go.
Target confirmed.
Galleon, just some lasers, shouldn't be too bad. Are we though?
Warning. Armor low.
$50 damage, so 2 lasers ought to do it.
Engaging target. Target building destroyed.
Yes, Stobbie.
What can I do for you?
You not squash anyone? I want to shoot with the PPC, but I don't want to expose myself. Try that.
Moving out.
These buildings don't look like they're going to provide much line of sight to cover. PPC the striker. The rest will go on that. 2 lasers, the LRM and the PPC on the other striker.
You get a headshot, and you get a headshot.
Boom!
Standing by.
Plymouth. Go finish off that one. I know that's a galleon. I know it's not so scary. Whatever that is.
Location confirmed.
Let's kill it. A Scorpion, so AC5 and a machine gun. Alright. That's 1640 odd damage. That's not enough. Have to hope the AC5 hits.
Giving him everything I've got.
Shit.
What's up, boss?
Take a smash!
On the move. Putting my weight into it.
Yeah!
Reporting. Vehicle destroyed.
I suppose that is worth bearing in mind that your light mechs are consummate vehicle destroyers because they can move so far.
Damage minimal.
And for the most part, they can one-shot just about anything when
Waiting
it
for
comes to the
orders.
vehicles. Right, glitch.
Got it.
Oh, that PPC is brilliant.
Knocked out a vehicle.
Mission.
That was easy enough. Okay, so let's end the first episode there. And when we come back, we should be let loose on the campaign map, and we can start looking for work ourselves. We can start outfitting our mechs properly, and just kind of set out on our own. Looking forward to it. Any of the mechs damaged? No. 800 XP? Nice. I want to get myself to get that first little piloting skill as quickly as I can. You see, piloting skill increases chance to hit in melee, which is just exactly what I want for my Shadowhawk. It is so much fun running forward and just smashing. Another reason that melee attacking is so excellent is that if you have an enemy that is entrenched or guarded and evasion charges, let's say, you know, the commander has run in and it has 5 evasion charges and is entrenched. If you punch it, I think if you hit it, you take away all of its evasion and you remove the entrenched status. So you finish it off. Yada yada yada. Is this why you made me commander? If we hide up for cash, that's going to do something. Yada 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 yada. Again, I'm going to just skip through all the stuff quick as I can. I assume you guys are all familiar with this dialogue. You aren't here to see dialogue, you're here to see mechs getting stomped. Fire folks taking risks. Yeah. Yada. Okay, so I think they're saying let's just do a few jobs and get ourselves. Finding work, raise some cash. Contracts wise, just an asset retrieval. It's only half a skull. Dead easy.
Receiving you.
Any level ups, 800 XP. So how am I going to level up Behemoth? I want her to be the person who stands in the front line uses bulwark and then uses direct fire to support. Tactics gives us nothing, so I'll hang on to that.
Waiting for orders.
Decker is certainly going to be using sensor lock. Maybe even master tactician.
Waiting on you,
Glitch
Commander.
is certainly going to be using gunnery as her primary, and then as her secondary, you know, bulwark tends to go quite nicely with them for your snipers as well, so they can stand on the back line and not have to move. It's quite rare that they have to move. Did he hit? No, that's fine.
Standing by.
So we can level up pretty much any which way. But I do like having someone else to be a pilot. I'm the first pilot. Did he hit? A steady threshold. Guts, I need to improve, get myself that 3rd hit point.
Training complete.
Commander.
Medusa. Oh.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Okay, mechs. What do we have on our mechs? I've got a little locust, spider, shadowhawk, vindicator, and a blackjack. First things first, though, let's customize our boys. Stobbie's Marauders. Let's go for a blue and white motif. Oh, it's a spider. Oh, monkey. Tactical combat monkey. Pretty cool. Get these blue and white sigils. No, that's the coolest. Primary color is blue. Blue and red is kind of badass. Oh, I like the blue and gold accent. More blue. Blue and white being that's our colors on our sigil. White. Chrome looks kind of cool too, I gotta say. Fully chrome out all our mix. Now let's go for blue and yellow. I like the blue and yellow. So, oh, you actually get a choice of shiny and matte paints as well. Let's go for gloss blue. Gloss, no gold. Very cool. So there's more orders. Yeah. Okay, so what I kind of want to do is take the Shadowhawk out of commission immediately and just refit it. That's going to take like a month to refit it, but we can run our missions with the Vindicator, the Blackjack, and the 2 light mechs. So here's my philosophy with frontline mechs. Strip out all the equipment, go full max armor, and then I'll just strip away a little bit of armor just to get that to a even number. Actually be frustrating sometimes. 41. Yeah, so we've got 14 tons. Gonna be punching, so give me support weapons. How many? We've got 1. Do we have any? Damn. I may well want to retain the jump jet. I think we'll just do the ballistic weapons I never end up using. Why don't we just give him a large laser for closing in from distance, and then I mean as soon as we're close enough to use our medium laser, we'll just be punching anyway. Still got 9 tons though. Nicely heat efficient. Let's go for full jump jets. Like 5 jump jets. Should give us some nice range. 1.5 tons left. These weigh 1 ton each. I've got to find a weapon that weighs half a ton less. Actually, hang on. Let's cancel this. Let's see if there's a store here in this system that we can buy some small lasers. Yes, indeed. Oh, I could do a machine gun. The small laser is the way to do it numbers-wise. I've never used the machine guns before. I just want to try them.
New weapon systems available.
Flamer! I love flamers.
New equipment available.
Get a few more machine guns. Heat sinks, jump jets, AC5s. What's the largest autocannon? I could just give Mech an autocannon. I mean, whoever's in the Shadowhawk is going to have fairly high guts, so they're going to be resisting the recoil penalty quite nicely. Okay, so we definitely want jump jets. We're jumping in and out of trouble. Weapons. Gun. Ammo in the legs. I got 10 tons left. AC2 weighs how much? 6 tons. Five tons remaining. I could just go for some SRMs. There's 1 ton, and I've got 5 left. So, you know what? Let's just go some SRMs. We've got 3 SRM bays. Why not? Why the hell not, he said. Got an extra ton. Excellent. An extra heat sink. I'm not too worried about the heat efficiency showing as being so low. The SRMs and the large laser are just going to be used until we close into melee range and then punch and then use the machine gun. Yeah, Shadowhawk, this is our fully frontline tank. Look at that, max everywhere except for those one little spots on the back and on the legs. I imagine, yeah, we're not going to have him for like a month now.
Logged and noted.
Days. For the first month, we're going to be running two light mechs. Uh-oh. Be interesting. Fear the combat locust. Okay, friends, so that's the first episode. When we come back, we will be doing this little job here. Asset retrieval. The Magistracy of Canopius. A recovery in a polar biome. Only half a skull, though. Should be dead simple. Okay, friends, thanks for watching. I'm Stobbie. Welcome to Battletech. Looking forward to the series, man. Looking forward to it.